How much of this, though, in your opinion, is on Jalen?
You know, it's troublesome because I work with the Eagles insider, and, you know, we had an in-depth conversation last night in our post-game show. And it seems to him that, you know, there's some consternation when it comes to, you know, Jalen, you know, not only in the locker room, but in the organization. And that's problematic because, you know, from the outside looking in, you would never think that. As a coach's son, you would never think that. There's certain things and certain ways that he likes to run things, and there are things that they run in practice that, you know, they get in the game and he goes off on his own tangent. And to me, that's problematic. I would say that it is a.
Are you talking about like the 4th and 6 last week?
Yeah, that
That's
and that and other things. You know, I have it on fact that, you know, the interception that he threw in the first Giants game to Flock on the sideline when AJ was wide open. That in practice he threw that ball to AJ a few times. You get in the game and you're not patient enough to wait for it, and you throw the out route, and it almost turns into a pick six. Then last week, the 4th down, they're supposed to run the slant. You look, AJ's, you know, Devontae's wide open. You got Dallas on the other side wide open, and you're chucking the ball 60 yards in the air trying to, you know. So, and Devontae confirmed that 1 and 11 made the change on their own. See, to me, that's borderline insubordination when you're not running plays the way that the coach is drawing them up, or you think that you know better than the coach. So he bears a lot of the responsibility. I mean, he wasn't great last night. You know, 50% completion for a guy that's been right around 70 all year. And I get it. He got 3 drops. I get it. You know, but that happens to every quarterback. But there are some plays there to be made that he did not make.
Blah, blah, blah. Woo! Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let's connect on Patreon. I'm talking about the full episodes, early access, the raps, story time, and Wileyisms, and support projecttransition.org below. Let's go and talk about what's happening in Philly. I am hearing a lot of people snipe at Jalen Hurts. And let me just tell everybody one thing, something my coach told me a long time ago. Don't get bored with success. And everybody does. Gets bored with success. What does that mean? That means once you master how to make the layup, next thing you know, you want to shoot Steph Curry threes. He's like, don't get bored with success. If it works, keep working it. And that happens in all facets of life, especially in sports. We just want to take it to the next level. The ego is out there. So a lot of criticism about Jalen Hurts saying that he's efficient but not elite. And that's a conversation we're going to dive deep into it, because I know Cam Newton went there before the year, and a lot of people are like, I don't know about that, Cam. And now people want to say, I think I know about that, Cam. Let's talk through it. So, is he elite? The numbers are going to support that he's not elite, but he has elite production. So what do you want to say about that? I'm talking about winning, not just stats. Ultimately, you can look at Jalen Hurts and say, looks like a guy who's battling getting the most out of what he's given versus getting the most out of what's around him, what he got. And you got A.J. Brown, you got Devontae Smith, you got Saquon Barkley. We should have more. But you just won the Super Bowl. What more do you want? You just won it all. Crazy. So I'm going to tell you the best thing about Jalen Hurts, okay? And I'm going to tell you the worst thing about Jalen Hurts. The best thing about Jalen Hurts is simple. He doesn't turn the ball over. Football, if you really want to boil it down, close your eyes and just want to know what it all means. One sentence. It is who won the turnover battle. It's a game of possessions. Football is a game of skill, but a greater game of will. Moving another man down the field with possession. That's it. Quote it, take it. It's a Wileyism. Damn it. If you can possess the ball more, then you have more opportunities. And if you don't give them more opportunities, then you have a greater chance at success, greater chance of winning. And guess who epitomizes that right now? Jalen Hurts. His name, he actually doesn't hurt his team. He helps his team. He should change his name. Jalen helps, not hurts. Goodness, people are on his head. So I want to just tell you, because of the numbers, stats as well, but the most important number this dude is the king of possessions, turnovers, right? And every other stat, sometimes, I hate this because people always, numbers do lie. I play for stats because the stats are a record of what I did. It records what I did. a sack. Oh, that doesn't mean anything. You're right. All sacks aren't created equal. If the ball is snapped and it fumbled around, the quarterback barely grabs it, and I touch him with my pinky, that's not even my pinky, my index, then that's a sack. That ain't the same as it's fourth and one, and I go around the corner, in the game. All right, I get the difference. But numbers do lie, but numbers tell the truth. So Jalen Hurts, the best thing about him is his turnover ratio. He don't turn that ball over. The worst thing about him is there are some handcuffs. Are they coming from the coach, coordinator, or are they coming from Jalen Hurts himself? As we heard, Seth Joyner, the great. Now, y'all know who Seth Joyner is? Y'all better look him up. You better ask somebody. The great former Eagle. So I'm going to dive into these numbers, and we're going to get out of here. Simple as this. Tell me about Jalen Hurts. And we're going to see right now Jalen Hurts. I'm going to make this a little bigger. Can I do it? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's look at Jalen Hurts by the numbers. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Jalen Hurts is right there. Let's go through all his numbers. Golly, I'm messing up everything. Sorry. All right, so he's 22nd in attempts. That ain't it, all right? That means coach don't really trust you. You ain't throwing that rock. You 22nd in attempts? Yuck. But you're 21st in completions. Okay, so coach, you give me a little, I make a little more of it, right? But it's completion percentage, I'm efficient with that rock. Okay? 11, not top 10. So far, Cam Newton is still right. He ain't a top 10 quarterback, not in completions, not in completion attempts, not in completion percentage, not in yards because you ain't getting enough throws. Average yard gain, you're 9th, okay? That could be the yards at the catch. You got some ballers. You get the ball into their hand, they do something. Touchdowns, you're 13, 7 in touchdown percentage. Okay, now that's getting up there. That's elite. That's getting close. Interception is where he kills. This is where it's at. And average pass length. Think about that. Number 1 in the league, Jalen Hurts throwing that rock down there? Well, yes, he is. Number 1 in the league. And then with the completions, it drops. So that means he's throwing. Remember, Seth just said he's throwing a 60-yard pass to nobody, right? That's how you get to number 1. You're throwing it, but who you throwing it to? Well, it's still 5th in the league. And then, average yards at the catch. I thought I assumed wrong. I thought it'd be higher than that. It is at the damn near bottom. Them boys ain't doing nothing. Come on, y'all. Get the ball and go. Get the ball and go. They're not doing much when they get the ball. That changes some things. And then finally, his rating is 4th. Okay, so when you see somebody who has average pass length of first, it means I'm trying to really stretch this field, and then y'all catch it, but it drops a little, but it's still damn good. It's 5th in the league. But then how many yards after the catch? It's me throwing deeper balls. So, wait, let's talk about it. Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is trying to exercise his demons. I know y'all say I'm efficient, not elite. I'm going to throw this ball. I'm going to stretch this ball down the field, even if coach wants me to play it safe. Coach wants him to play it safer than he wants to. That's what this is. And then when they do get the ball, they ain't going nowhere because it's the safe plays. It's the safe routes. As soon as you leave the line of scrimmage, if you're throwing it like there, easier to cover. Deep down the field, okay, harder to complete. Simple mental math right there. They got an issue there. The handcuffs are coming from the coaching staff, and they said, do this. And Jalen like, I'm a winner. I know how to do it. And don't I get the freedom of all the elite quarterbacks? Oh, I don't? Oh, I'm going to show you I do. So I'm going to go rogue at times. I just solved it. Ding, 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 ding. So all this sums up to say one thing about the Philadelphia Eagles. Shut up. Y'all keep rolling. Now, being real, the Eagles are going to be one of the top teams, obviously. They have the best record with the Rams. But the difference between the Rams and the Eagles is those handcuffs don't exist. Keys. In the L.A. Rams organization, Sean McVay, Matthew Stafford, they don't have handcuffs. They have keys to unlock their players. They will unlock their game against the Eagles. If it's not that crazy weather like it was last year, they play in L.A. and SoFi. Y'all trying to play this handcuff efficient game, not an elite game, watch Matthew Stafford and them boys go hard. Watch them go ham. So that's all I'm going to say about that. We'll see how it plays out, but different philosophies, different styles right now in Philadelphia. You can see that they got 1 foot on the gas, 1 foot on the brake. Other places that are going to be contenders as well, go ahead and do what you got to do. Jared Goff, whether it's Matthew Stafford, et cetera, those NFC teams that they're going to have to go through to get to the Super Bowl. Beat up in the comments. Let me know what you think. What's the issue in Philadelphia? I think it's as simple as the coach thinks less of Jalen Hurts than Jalen Hurts not only thinks of himself, but has proven to the world who he is. So until they get on the same page, you're going to see more of this. So, you know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we flow, boy, we check in on your blood flow, boy. Are you guys using VINIA? Oh, my God, what are you guys doing? Let's keep it real, family. Energy isn't about sugar or caffeine. Nah, none of that fake stuff. It's about blood flowing. When your circulation's strong, the oxygen, the nutrients, they hit your muscles, your brain and heart, and goes where it needs to go. What does that mean? More focus, more alert, and you are ready with more energy. So come on, go to vinia.com/Marcellus. Use the discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Who's Marcellus? Me. You know your boy. 10-year NFL All-Pro baller. Had to go after it without VINIA, without this real product. Had to use that fake stuff, sugar and caffeine. Good thing is, it got me up there. Bad thing is, pow. Boy, would you crash sometimes in the middle of the game. So now, in the game of life, I have VINIA. You can too. So make sure you use VINIA in your daily routine. I don't care if you're a dad. I don't care if you're a coach or chauffeur like me. All the above. You need this to be more focused, more alert, and it helps you be on the go. So go to vinia.com/Marcellus, Marcellus10 for the discount code, and you will get 10% off. That's vinia.com/Marcellus. So now, you know what we do on this show, boy. Can I tell y'all? No basketball yesterday, so my voice got to heal. We flow, boy. Yeah, Jalen Hurts. Philadelphia Eagles, now on the same page. Damn shame. All that success, and they still ain't on the same page. Oh, all right. Let's get into it then, Wiley. You know what you can do. Best theme song in the world. Let's get into it, Wiley. Shall you rap? I shall. Let's get into it. Jalen Hurts is in the building. Yeah, he walk in like the landlord. Stats clean. Keeping them receipts all stored. Dual threat monster. Pray for him. Slide left, spin right. DBs need faith for him. 66% completion. Do your homework. And this is with no overtime work. Super Bowl ring in the safe. He ain't loaning it. Critics say the offense vanilla. He ain't coning it. Vikings caught the sermon. 19 for 23. He put that word in. Yeah. Run game on cheat code. Offense got the glitch on. But the media waiting for a fumble just to switch on. Ain't no turnovers, but they still try to turn on him. Talking about he plateaus some fans who burn on him. They say he's efficient, but not elite enough. Funny, cause those named folks ain't decent enough. Yeah. Got the city on his back like a Louis backpack. Broke the league. Y'all haters gotta get back. Every yard he runs, they screaming, he gon' break. Y'all must be new here. This boy built Ford tough. Yeah, for goodness sake. He the big dog, no leash, took the feast. He took the pastor, say the least. I know that Philly ride got Meek Mill, but y'all better understand with him, you ain't gonna never rebuild. Woo! Love you when you lose and complain when you win. Man, this fan base is tripping. Never satisfied again. Y'all got AJ, Devontae, weapons rotation, and y'all still mad at y'all situation. Why not throw deep every drive? Boy, shut your face. Sometimes it's chess. Pawns don't race. When we run the ball, they say it ain't quarterback play. Y'all would die if Lamar did the same thing, same day. Ooh, he's smart with the hits. He ain't trying to prove he tough. Y'all want a gladiator? Until he's all that stuff. Critics be like, why you don't throw for 5,000 yards? And they be like, dog, what y'all talking about? That's hard. He a winner, not a stat pattern. Watch scoreboard. He just want to raise banners like a landlord. Ooh. Y'all be trying to compare that boy to Brady. And the way y'all fans act in Philly, y'all hella shady. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here. Because I think the birds.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.